Right, what have we got today? Just a really rapid one. Well, I promise I'll try and make it rapid. It's a quick overview of the Wera. Yes, I realise it says it's got a W there, but it's German, so I'll pronounce it how they would. So it's Wera, similar in regards to, you've got some people say Weha, it's Vha. It doesn't really matter. No, there's no one's trying to wind anyone up, but I'll try and call it the proper name. So Wera here, it is the KK60. If you remember, I did the KK20, I think this is called, which I've used quite extensively. I'll quickly show you that because I'm supposed to be reviewing this. That was the KK20. It has a magazine inside, which I was really impressed with. Very nice. No major problems. It's got an extendable bit, which is really good, and the wrap adapter I really like. It's very straightforward. You can do it with one hand. That's what I quite like, and I like the design of the handle. For me, anyway, in my size, I think that fits beautifully. I really like that design. I wish these bits were softer. They are soft. That's plastic. Listen, that bit is softer. It's like in fact, you can see I'm putting an indent in it. I wish that was a bit like the PB Swiss, where the whole thing is soft. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so that was the KK20. KK just stands for Kraft, something like Kraftform Kompakt or whatever it is. Kraftform Kompakt with a K instead of the compact. So this comes in a nicer shell than the KK20. Here's the KK20, which is fine. It has a belt loop, and it's got the Velcro on here, so you can use that Wera to go. I'm not the biggest fan of Wera to go. I understand if you've got a Wera case, you can slap that on and just go. But I personally wouldn't trust my tools hanging off just some Velcro. That's just me. It just seems like that's an accident waiting to happen. But okay, that option's there. If you trust Velcro, then that option's there. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So straight off, better case. Yes, it's bigger, but look, straight off, if you've got a load of Wera stuff, you can just go, like, I know that's the KK20 in there because I recognise the case. But if you've got a load of stuff, you should be able to see hex keys, all your different bits, stubbies, whatever. Straight away you can go, all right, okay, that's the KK60 driver. It's just, I'd like to see this design taken over. They could have moved that to the side and then put KK20 or something, but nice. So it's got this sort of rubberized patch here, pretty decent. At least you can quickly do it. And again, it's got now the only problem is, and I had this with this, it's quite wide, the belt loop. So the problem is, and it looks even wider on this one, that's great, but then when you try to put it on a belt, it kind of flops. So instead of just doing that, if your belt, I've got some Raven belts, which are quite thin. They're not the full length ones, they're not like the military ones anyway, and it tends to flop a bit. It doesn't matter, it still works, it's not the end of the world, but that's just something to bear in mind. So quite large belt loop, and again, I wouldn't use the Wera to go, especially with the weight of this. So you get, they're saying it's something like a 17 pieces kit. It isn't, it's 16 bits and one handle. But here's what it looks like. I've used this quite a bit. Yes, I haven't used all of the heads, and what they've got is they're in an elastic, but they don't come out because they can't push, look, so they'll just push into that or push into that. They're not going to fall out. I also quite like this. I've used this a few times where I've hung this, where I've been working, so you can hang it on that, and it just hangs down like a sort of a bullet belt, and you can take out what you want. Although generally how I use this, I'll put this down, I'll take the handle out, and then what I do is, if I'm using those, I just flip it down like that. So I flip that down, and then I've got all my bits, and then I go, all right, okay, I need a P2, P3, and I just whip them out like that. And in regards to the bits, I mean, we'll go through them, I'll show you what you get. So let's have a look here. So you have hex bits. Now nicely, so that's your hex bits all the way there. Now you may or may not be able to see, I've done this in 4K, so let's have a quick look here. So let's have a very close look at this head, okay? So can you see in the middle, it's kind of bowed in. Can you see that there? It's a little bit more prominent there. So it's hex, but it slightly bows in from the points. That's Hex-Plus. I've got lots of hex keys, and especially the VHAR and things like that. I used to have some Bondis, but I don't know where the hell they've gone. But they work. However, I find on crappy, those awful bloody button head hexes, or ones where idiots have installed them, or the weather's been at them, I hate that. That really makes me grind my teeth. And you cannot get enough purchase. There's not enough depth. I hate those things. I find Hex-Plus gets around that. It just grips much better. You see how it's bowed in a bit? Hard to see. It does make a difference. I'm not saying that you have to get this and normal hex doesn't work. That is not the case. Normal hex does work, especially if you get PB Swiss or Wera or, you know, something decent. But I find for crappy, shallow button heads, which I hate, or ones that have been knackered up by idiots, I tend to find that these do the trick. They give you that just that little bit extra purchase. So I really like these. I haven't used that one. I think I used, let's have a look here. I definitely used the smaller one. I mean, I'll show you what you get here. So we'll go through them. Bit-wise, they're the extended ones. So, you know, if you remember, style-wise, you know, they're all 1/4 inch, which is fine. But obviously you get the E style, that's an E style. So like, C6, which is your standard for hand tools. But then obviously you want the extended ones, which are easier to hold in a chuck. So that's like this. So you can tell because they've got the little cutout. So these are machine compatible in the same way that the KK20 stuff is machine compatible. Some of these aren't, and you probably shouldn't be using these smaller ones. You can with a bit holder, but it depends if you're using an impact driver. If I was using an impact driver or a really powerful drill, I probably wouldn't use the smaller ones, but you can do that. You can get away with that. But these are compatible with machines. So they have the denomination on here, the Hex-Plus, and the different sizes, and then you also have the part number there. So Wera 844, 844, 844. So you can see what you're buying here, and then you move on to the, I think these are the Torx. These are Torx borehole. So they are Torx, but they have the borehole out. Sometimes referred to as a security bit, and mercifully they go all the way down. I think that's an 8 if I remember rightly. 10, there's a 10 there. So okay, mercifully these, because some of them they don't give you these small ones that go all the way down, because it's harder for them to ensure that that doesn't snap and fall to bits. But I haven't used any of that small. 20, was I using the 10s? 15, yeah, I used a 15. No, you know, zero markage on there or scuff. Try and focus there, I do apologize here. There you go, no scuffing or rounding or anything, although I didn't use that in a high torque application. It was on a piece of electronics. I certainly wasn't putting anything into the wall. No problems so far. And then you have on this set, I think that's a Philips, or is that a Posi? That's a Posi Drive 3 if I remember off the top of my head. It should say, if I turn it around, there you go, PZ. So that's a Posi 3, a Posi 2 and a Posi 1, and then you have Philips. So Philips 3, Philips 2, Philips 1. So you've got everything. There's a distinct lack of flatheads. I would have preferred to have seen a few more. There is room for that. Look, if they just made this a bit wider, I don't know why they didn't do that. They could have put a lot more in. I would have just made that wider, because it's not going to make it too much bigger, and added a few more heads, you know, like a 21 piecer or something like that. But you've got the most of the stuff that you need. You can also flip that over that side as well if you really want to. There, just so you can take it out either way. But I had no problems with these falling out. They're great like that, and then they're going like that. And I'll show you the bits. So here's the actual handle itself, because I waffled on about bits for too long. So there's now the first thing that happened when I picked this up, I thought, is this for kids or something? Because look, here's the KK20, which I'm used to and I love. Look at that. Fits in my hand like a piece of plasticine. It's been moulded beautiful. I love that. And then you come to this, you think, well, hang on, what's going on here? It's tiny. My thumb, look, my thumb's over there. I find it less comfortable. So that's, put it this way, it's less comfortable for me and my size. It may be better for you, but then because it's smaller, I'm coming further back. But then this ridge now goes in a different irritating bit, so it's not as comfortable. I have to go a little bit further forward. But other than that, it works. So you've got the E6 bits here, pretty nice, 1/4 inch, and they just go in, boom. You don't have to set that. You don't have to like pull up like a collet or anything like that. They just go in, boom, and it clicks. And I'll show you that up close. So there it is there, and it's magnetic. There's a closer look. Okay, so it goes in. I'll show you. Click. See how that went back? Right, now that doesn't come out. There's a little bit of play though, watch. See that? I'm trying to show you there. If I do it like that there, you see there's a little bit of play. I'll hold this straight there. You see the little bit of play? It doesn't bother me, but you know, less play would be better, especially for a higher quality piece like this. It does have the anti-roll-off technique, whereas the cut this out, it's okay, although I have put that on tables, knocked it with my elbow and they've rolled off. but it's one of the better ones. It's okay. It does have enough of these cutouts and notches, and it lets you put a spanner on and things like that. So if you want to take the bit out, you can do it one-handed. Well, I say one-handed, but there. I mean, you can do it one-handed, but ideally you need two. But it just shows that you're not having to unscrew anything, or you literally just push it forward and it ejects it. There, that's it. And then put it back in, click. So I haven't used all these bits yet. I have been using them. This was my primary workhorse because it had most of the bits that I needed. You know, no problems with it so far. In fact, it's still going, and it was extendable when needed. But these are the extended bits, so they're probably better. And obviously, instead of having to put that 1/4-inch bit in here, do that, then take that out and put it in your electric device. These can just go straight into your electric device. There's no bit holder, so that can just go straight into your machine there because it's the extended type. So very impressed with it so far. I'm getting quite into all these different screwdrivers and stuff. I would say, I mean, this might sound silly, but I wish the handle was a bit bigger, and I wish this soft bit was a bit softer. I wish there was a tiny little bit less play. Again, you're always going to get a little bit of play on stuff, but you know, other screwdrivers I've noticed have less play, some of the VHRs and things like that, the bit drivers. So a little bit less play would have been nice. You know, it's not the end of the world, but look, if I hold that still, let's see how much there is. Look, see? And to be fair, the play isn't necessarily coming from the bit holder. Watch, if you watch down here, see also some of the heads moving. Look, I can get it to focus. Focus, you swine, focus. Won't focus there, right? So look, see also some of the heads moving, so that's a bit of a shame. But you know, it's okay if you can get this on sale. Handle should be a tiny little bit bigger though, just for my hands. But nah, it's been pretty good so far. This is machine good. The bits fit okay. They're definitely up there. They're better than some of the horrific Stanley ones that I was discussing this in the comments earlier this week, and my God, I got some Stanley and they were horrific. I don't know who passed them by quality control, but they need to be hung, basically. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Did a terrible job, and I'm joking there, but they were really bad. I would never buy them again. I got them for someone else, but dear me. It just shows you brands that you've trusted since you were a kid can sometimes change quite rapidly. So pretty nice. I still think that the bits on the PB Swiss are better. These fit beautifully, whereas these fit nicely. There's a difference there, but there's a difference in price. Much more pricey, much more sensible. Still German made though, if you can get them. You know, it depends what you're after. And I would say the VHR, I would say these, in terms of quality, these are the best, followed by these, the VHR, then followed by Wera. But you know, especially with the stubby, I think the stubby was had the least tolerant manufacturing out of the 3 stubbies that I tried, and I think that the KK60 here is nice little set. I like the way you can hang it. I think they should have put more in, which would have been, especially the flatheads. Come on, you need some more flatheads. But other than that, they've done a decent job. And Hex-Plus, which I'm a massive fan of. Not all applications is it necessary, but when it is necessary, you thank your lucky stars. You think, thank God I've got Hex-Plus here. So anyway, this was just a quick look. And admittedly, I've only used this for a week now. And I've been trying it around the house. I'll use it a bit more at work, and I'll come back to you if there are any issues. But so far, boom, I love it. Really nice. Just maybe wish that was a bit bigger, but it's not the end of the world. It certainly works. I can get the torque that I need, even on the bigger the bigger sort of heads that I need. Pretty decent, because remember, you need sometimes quite a bit of torque, especially on the hex bits when some idiots put things in wrong. So nice to see. Anyway, so this is the KK60. I'll put that back so you can see how it comes, and then that flips over there so they don't come out, they don't fall out the side. Then that goes back in there, and then it just whacks up, boom. And then that's velcroed. There you go. So nice piece of kit. KK60. I'll do a lot more testing, but so far very impressed. Tiny bit of play on the head assembly, and tiny bit of play when you put it in screws. But at this price range, it's within tolerable levels, and it's nowhere near what you'd get with some of the stuff that I've tried recently, which just had me grinding my teeth. So decent job, and I like this where they put this on. You can quickly see what you're grabbing, and again, the Wera to go, if anyone's used the Wera to go stuff, can you let me know, because I don't know if I'd trust that hanging on a bag. That's just me. It's got to be a better attachment option than that. But anyway, so thanks for joining me. I'll try to keep this as as short as possible, but as usual my reviews go on and on and on, so I apologise for that. KK60, right, I'll let you go. Goodbye.